All right, so let me introduce you to this course. Now, this course has been divided into four parts. That is the lesson part, the assignment part, the project part, and then the deployment part. Let me walk you through each of these parts so that you're going to see what you're going to learn in this course, right? So if you pick, say, the lesson part is actually divided into Python for data science and machine learning. We have statistics for data science and machine learning. We have the machine learning concept itself, and then we go to the project and deployment. Okay, and we have simple principles that we're going to use in this course. That is, we first learn the concepts, then we apply the concepts, right? And everything that you're going to see in this course is actually practical, right? We're going to demonstrate for you to see how we're going to apply these concepts, how we're going to learn and apply these concepts, right? Using the Jupyter Notebook and other services that you're going to see. All right, so if we pick, say, Python for data science, right, there are a lot of concepts that we're going to learn in this course, such as the various data types. We have range and arrange, data frames, dictionary, pandas, numpy, indexing and slicing, list and list comprehension, function set, join, merge. I mean, there are a lot of concepts that we're going to see, and each of these concepts, there are a lot of subtopics that we're going to actually learn. Okay, if we pick, say, statistics for data science and machine learning, there are quite a lot of concepts that we also going to consider, such as the various data sources, statistical methods, Bayes theorem, measure of dispersion, correlation, probability, hypothesis testing, empirical rules, central limit theorem. I mean, quite a lot of concepts that we're going to see. Okay, and each of these are having its own subtopics that we're going to see over here. Okay, if we pick the machine learning concept itself, there are quite a lot of concepts that we will be learning in this course, right? Such as the linear regression, the logistic regression, support vector machine, naive Bayes, k nearest neighbor, k means clustering, hierarchical clustering. We're going to see all these in this course, and we're going to explain the concept to you and demonstrate them practically for you to actually see how it is being implemented. And if, for instance, we pick each of these concepts, they're also going to be a practical explanation of them and their own subtopics that we're going to see. Okay, if we pick if we go back to, the next part. So after you've learned the lessons, the next thing that we're going to do is that after each topic, there are quite, assignments that we've also included that you can practice to demonstrate your understanding of the various lessons, right? So this is how your learning curve is actually going to be like. You're going to have an assignment after each of the topics, right? And then after you're comfortable with the various assignments that we've assigned you with after each topic, then you go to the project. Okay, so there's going to be projects on the various topics that you're going to see in this course. Okay, then after you are done with the assignments, then we go to the project. So this is where you're actually going to implement the various concepts to build a project, right? Building machine learning models to actually see how these concepts are going to be implemented. And we have about 20 plus projects for you to actually practice. So we're going to demonstrate these projects. You're going to do it for you to see how it is being done, and then we assign you with some of the projects for you to also practice. Okay, then we come to the fun part, which is the deployment part. So for this part, we're actually going to deploy our models. We're not going to just build it and leave it in the Jupyter Notebook or the Google Colab, but we're actually going to deploy these models using the cloud services, right? So we're going to use Flask to build a Flask API, and then we're going to deploy these models using cloud services such as Amazon Web Service, that is AWS, and then we're going to see Heroku also. We're also going to see Streamlit. We're also going to demonstrate how we deploy these models on Microsoft Azure, as well as Google Cloud. Okay, so there's quite a lot of things that we're going to see in this course, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of lessons learned, and I'm glad to take you through. And let's get started without much ado. Let's get started. See you in the next lesson.